Do you guys see it already? Look at how good this looks. I was super nervous that we were not gonna nail the fitment. I did not think that we were gonna clear. I have to go sideways. I can't even fit a finger straight in there. Look how good we nailed the fitment. So in today's video, we're gonna be going over the wheel and tire setup that I actually ended up going with. And I told you guys that by the next video, we would have the wheels and tires on the car. I ended up keeping my promise. The tires did in fact show up today in the morning.
What is it?
It's a Supra.
A Supra?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I just looked out the window and, oh, I told the wife, I said, you gotta come look at this car.
You can take a look at it.
Wow. Nice ride. I mean, nice to drive.
I had to take you on a drive.
Oh, no, that's okay. Yeah, I just like good, nice rig. That is pretty.
Yeah, I just got the new wheels and tires.
Yeah, I thought you were. Very good.
Thank you.
You live here?
I'm from Hermiston.
Hermiston? I'll bet it's hard to get over our speed bumps.
Oh, just a little bit. Luckily, these cars, they have active suspension, so they go up with the bumps.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Too much technology.
Cool. I mean, it looks nice from the back end. Oh, it's a Toyota.
Yeah, it's a Toyota with a BMW engine.
Oh, with a BMW engine.
Thank you. Thank you. Almost everything in the engine is all BMW.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
oh,
every
cool.
single part you see says BMW on it. The only thing Toyota is the car.
Take care of it because what kind of gas mileage do you get?
Oh, right now it's getting 24 miles per gallon.
Yeah, so it's not bad.
It's reliable. Honestly, I like it. I can daily drive it. Just it goes away for the winter.
Yeah, oh yes.
Definitely has to go away for the winter.
Yeah.
All right guys, back to the video. So I did not think that this tire was gonna clear. I know a lot of Supras run this exact spec, but I didn't know if they were on coilovers and springs. And for me, if I were to have messed up my fitment, I'm kind of screwed, because you can't adjust my springs. If it didn't fit, I would have honestly bought coilovers. Coilovers is a lot cheaper than having to buy 2 new tires, which I did not want to do just because I like how meaty the sidewall is. This is honestly the fitment I've been wanting since I bought the car. We did in fact sell the TEs, if you remember, a couple videos ago, and this was the reason we did want to buy these wheels. Some more mods for the engine are coming, fueling system. So we're not done yet. Still buying a lot more parts. And if you guys want to know what my wheel and tire specs are, the tires are a size 305 4517. Let me show you guys right here. So 305 4517 is what I went with on the rear tires, and they are the Nitto 555 R2s, which if you guys are OGs, you know I used to run these on my TEs a while ago, but I kind of drifted away from them just because how fast they would get worn out. But the other Nittos that I had, they do not offer them in this size, so that's why we went back to these, which this is gonna be better for what I'm aiming for, which is drag racing. Speaking of drag racing, in about 6 days, we will be in Woodburn, Oregon. They have a big drag meet. They're hosting a big car show over there in Woodburn, and there's gonna be a lot of drag racing. One of my buddies that also has a Supra, he invited me out. So we're gonna be going over there. Some of the fastest cars in Oregon will be at the event. And he also has an 8-second Supra. Let me mention that. We're gonna try to get clips of him racing. I wanna set up a GoPro on his windshield, which he was down to do, so we're gonna be doing that. And that is in like 6 days. The event is on Sunday. If I remember correctly, it's Sunday morning. So we're gonna go over there the day before. It starts at 8 a.m. And if you guys know me by now, I hate waking up early. So we are not waking up at 5. The plan is to go Saturday night, spend the weekend with the guys over there. I know we're gonna be taking 3 or 4 of our friends. Me and Brandon will be racing. My helmet did come in today as well, so we're fully ready. The plan is to put a little bit of E98 so we can do an E50 blend. The tune should be ready by then, and that is the plan. Before I forget, we did kind of drift away from the specs on the wheels. So these wheels are actually a size 17 by 10. My TEs used to be 10.5 wide, and we went down to a size 17 by 10, which you guys can see, it looks just as good. And the offset on this wheel is plus 40. So if you want this exact wheel, it's called the Weld Belmont S157. Let me throw up a picture of the listing so you guys can see it. They do offer the beadlock version of this wheel, which at first I did want the beadlock version because it looks way nicer. I'm not gonna lie, it does look really good, but I was like, you know what, I'm not pushing that much power to put a bead lock on this car. A couple months from now, maybe we will be, but as of right now, we are not. So we went with the 17x10 with the normal weld version, which I still think looks incredible. I really like how it kind of looks like spider webs. Is it just me or do you guys see it? To me, it looks like spider webs, and they kind of look like the stock wheels, which one of my friends pointed out. Weld, stock wheel, weld, stock wheel. We are still planning to polish these out. We're still looking for someone. That is coming soon. We will be buying new tires in the front. These tires are pretty cooked. And if you can tell, if you guys know tires, these are more winter tires. Winter tires while racing, that doesn't make sense to me. So we're gonna be switching those out. Race season is just starting up, so we still have a lot of events that we need to go to. Holy crap, look at that fitment. I think we nailed it, boys. I think this is the fitment that I've been going for all along. We nailed the wheel size. We definitely nailed the tire size. And if you guys want these exact springs, since you guys know it'll clear now, these are Eibach lowering springs. I can look at this all day. Look at that fitment. And of course, we're not just gonna end off the video here. We're gonna put the tires to use. Let's do a couple pulls. We might end up doing the pulls tomorrow just because it is a little bit later in the day. And where we're at, it's not really the best area for that. So we didn't just buy the tires for show. We are gonna be putting them to use and doing a couple pulls. Let's do some launches. Was a big tire worth it? Do they hook? Because that was the purpose of purchasing them. We'll find out. Let's go for a ride. It is like 2 or 3 days later, and this video should have been done by now. But unfortunately, we got hit with some of the worst rain that we've had in a while. So this video was planned to be going up today, which is gonna be like 1 or 2 days before you guys are watching. This video was supposed to already be up, but unfortunately it's not. When I tell you guys that we had some of the worst rain ever, it was hailing, super big chunks of ice. Don't mind my cleaning, I know I don't wash my car the best. We are in fact in a little bit of a rush. We're trying to beat the sun. Let's go hit Mexico, which is only down the road. Let's get a couple pulls, nothing crazy, and we'll get some launches if we can get someone to record for us. We are facing towards the direction of the sun, so hopefully camera doesn't look too bad. We do have to go this way because that's where the highway's at. And if you can see, the road still looks a little wet, so we are gonna be a little cautious. We're not gonna really push it to the limit. We can do that for another video when it's super dry outside. It stopped raining, I wanna say like an hour ago. So it's still pretty recent. The pavement is still a little wet. Let's go ahead and do a couple pulls for you guys and let's see how good these tires are. Was it worth our money? I think it was. So I still really haven't beat on the car or done a couple pulls. I wanted to wait, get my reaction on video so we can all see it for the first time. One more turn and we are there. Unless you guys are dumb like me, I wouldn't say to try this when the pavement is still a little wet. But since we want to get this video out for you guys, we're gonna do it just this one time. I used to notice that this car would spin the most at lower speeds. So let's go down a second gear. Hopefully there's no cops in Mexico. Did in fact spin just a little bit, but it's because the pavement is a little wet. But I think that these tires hook a lot better than the old ones I have. Let's go for a second pull and hopefully there's no cars behind us. There's one truck ahead of us. So let's try it one more time. Let's do a 60s. Fourth gear, 60 pull. Do some launches now. The launches is where I needed to perform the best. Let's pass this truck and we're gonna go to a new spot. But before that, let's do one more pull. Watch, let me get this person's reaction for you guys. They were loving the car. All right, let's go back on the highway. One quick U-turn and we're up there. Third gear pull, here we go. Made me a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. It's so scary how good this car hooks now. that was something else. Third gear, fourth gear, hook amazing. We just have to see how does it hook from a launch, which we do need to find another spot for that. We cannot obviously do a launch here on the highway in Mexico, but let's go ahead and find another spot. I feel like this car is gonna perform super good when we take it to the track this weekend, which I'm super excited. So we do need to break in these tires. I don't want to race them brand new, you know, we do have to break them in. Let's go ahead and find another spot where we can in fact do some launches without getting in trouble. So let's head over there right now. We just got done doing a couple pulls on the highway and you guys saw my reaction. It is insane. These tires definitely worth every dollar we spent on them. Now this is Julio's first time seeing the tires. Felipe saw him earlier in this vlog. I didn't put him in the video, but he fell in love. I think Julio might want to do this exact setup for his next car because it's going to complement it super good. Julio's gonna get us some clips of us doing launches. I did need help getting an outside POV. I don't want to just show the inside. So right now we asked Julio if he can fake launch it because he's not actually gonna launch it. I want to show you guys how it squats down and how much clearance it has after squatting down. You guys see that even when he's launching it, we still have just the good amount of clearance. I can tell he's a little nervous, but even when launching it, we definitely nailed the fitment, so that's a good sign. That means when we're at the track, we shouldn't run into any issues with us rubbing anywhere. So let's go ahead and do a couple launches now. Enough talking, let's get to it. In order to imagine ourselves on the actual drag strip, we're gonna go ahead and put it in sport, which is what we race in. We're gonna fully take off traction control, which you have to hold it down all the way until it says VSC off. So now we are ready. Let's go and do some launches.
Let's see the launch on the Supra real quick. I'm really hoping this dumbass crashes, but we'll see. God. Nah, I know chance he's gonna hook. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's pretty wet out here. Hey, there's a car coming. Nah, it's too wet. Launch 2. He's gonna go at lower RPMs this time. That car sounds so good.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to save it for another day, boys. We're spinning way too much. It's still wet, like I've been telling you guys. So let's get out of here before the cops get called.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, so some kid just asked us to rev it, so let's turn it back on. Thanks, bro. You too, man. I'd be lying to you guys if I said those launches were any good. They were probably one of the worst launches, and that's only because of something we can't control, and that's because the cement and the road is all wet. You guys can still see it's all wet all over the place. We are gonna end up doing it for a part 2 video because I do want to show you guys how good the launches actually are. So for now, we're gonna end off the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and by any means, this is not the best drag pack. You can definitely put Mickey Thompson's beadlocks. There is, depending on your budget, there is a lot better of a tire and wheel option, but this is more for the entry level. This is definitely, if not one of the best entry level drag pack setups that you can buy for your Mark V Supra, and I'll see you guys in the next video.